Ever since I was young, I used to rhyme, write, make-believe worlds. Into the night I stay up reading Asterix by a torchlight. The best bits of school is when there was a fight. As long as the fight didn't include me. By the age of 15, I'd learned to MC, listening to mixtapes, then rhyming it back, then looking around my town like, hip-hop, where you at? Fishing, surfing in pubs many sat. Others took acid on the cliffs, I weren't into that. Hip-hop is more than your shoes, clothes or your hat. It's a community, and that community I lack. It's country boys. Hip-hop struggle is country boys. Hip-hop struggle, well I say country boy. You say hip-hop struggle is country boys. My mum's struggle, and I haven't heard my dad's voice for days. I feel her stress. She worries about the flat that's too expensive and always the sound of cars, buses and sometimes trains. She drowns it in boiling kettles, frying food and daytime TV, and it's bright and warm and safe in here. We were burgled 2 weeks ago. There was a murder last year down the hill, and it's not a safe place to bring up a child, and I'm going to be a child soon, and it's going to be a struggle. It smells of bacon and butter and Febreze from her clothes. She thinks I'm coming now, but I'm not, and we're out the door and greeted by the buzz of the lift sinking feeling until we hit ground level, and we're outside, and the noise of traffic engulfs us, peppered by birdsong and passing conversation. She calls for my dad, and he doesn't respond, so she screams at him and says she's having me, and she's not, but she's panicked. And he doesn't respond, so she slaps him, and still nothing, and I feel constricted. She collapses next to him in a despair that forgets me, and starts to cry and curse my dad, the area we live in, and London in general.
We live by the beach and there's only one bus every day. And last night I dreamed of a giant frog with a big tongue eating birthday cake like and jumping in the rock pools with Roger and the other dinosaurs on my bedroom wall. And when it's sun's at its best, cause mummy takes me and Roger to the rock pools so we can jump in them. And on Saturday, it's the bestest day. Cause on Saturday I get to eat sweeties and put on my big red boxing gloves and do boxing with Daddy. My favourite breakfast is ricicles. I can make it myself and then watch TV. In my room I have an Iowa-Take cassette player, but it only has fast forward, so I need to turn it over if I want to rewind. I love copying music of the top 40 Mark Goodier and stopping it before he speaks to ruin a song. It's very hard because Mark Goodier is very quick. The best thing to do down here is to go to the arcade. I play with my friends. There is Harry, and then there is Simon, and also Mikey P. My favourite game to play is The Simpsons. Daddy says it's too expensive, but it's so much fun. I like to play as Bart, because he's got a skateboard, but when I went with all my friends, I have to play as Marge. Half the town shuts down in winter, so I've got to find another way to waste another day. I make up these little raps like broken glass everywhere, piss heads in Cornwall just don't care. I did it for all of them lot at school, but I knew the original track. Just what do they know? They'll take that and write said Fred. Mum's been really ill and Dad's been drinking a lot. It's all anyone seems to do down here. Sit in the pub and drink. Not us, though. We were drinking in the caves last night. Can't wait till summer and they have another rave on the beach. You guys remember the last one? Oh my god. I met this amazing girl called Lucy, all the way from Ipswich.
Oh yeah.
Bring it on, yeah. Go to the brim again and live in a willing.
Would you be pulling with villains?
Nah, I'll be chilling and swimming. We going back.
I don't know.
Lucy, now she was real sweet.
What happened with Urban Country Boy? Find out next week.
As beats drop, synced in time,
with the seas, waves, strobe lights, hype the night. And we rave, body mass, crash en masse. I feel same, connect together, perfect forever. We rave on, synced in time with the seas, waves, strobe lights, hype the night. And we rave, body mass, crash en masse. I feel same, connect together, perfect forever. We rave on, unplanned I stop for a minute as angels and spirits in light not diminish. My gaze quickly swings its focus, you host it. Joyful, serene, arise from my dreams. I'm alive to my seams, you bathe in moonbeams. Our pure soul smiling, aligned with diamonds, climbing like vines entwined around spines. I'm a secular boy, sensing divine. In fact, I'm speechless. Yet before I can breathe, we reach this close position. Up close you glisten. I couldn't hear the music even if I wanted to listen. You say, hi, I can't speak, but you smile, I smile, and together we fly. You say how you're loving it and I'm loving it too. You wanna talk about the view, yet all I can see is you. I thought romance was for TV and never for me, and yet forever never severed. Now how I pray it will be. I see us grey hair with lots of little you and a few little me as we rock in time with the seas, waves, strobe lights, hype the night. And we rave, body mass, crash en masse. I feel safe, connect together, perfect forever. We rave on. She said she had a boyfriend and it was just dancing.
50 years old and trying to get physical.
He always bang in the middle, I feel incredibly miserable.
Look, something gonna happen, gonna hit up with D.
What's that?
You know you gotta find out next week.
It's country boy, hip hop struggle.
So I get out of bed and come downstairs like normal. And for a second, I think Mum's still with us. Although it's been a year now, it seems both shorter and longer at different times. I'm thinking about how much I miss her when I walk into the living room and... Dad, wake up. You pissed yourself again.
What? What do you say?
Done it again, Dad. It's embarrassing.
Embarrassing. Well, what about you? 20 years old, still living under my roof. How many hours you work a week, Michael? 4, 5. Sat up there with your stupid dreams. Well, let me ask you a question, yeah? How many rappers, poets, whatever you want to call yourself, how many of them do you see making a living in a town like this? 'Cause you're embarrassing.
But I'm gonna put a night on Joker's Fun Pub, get a mixtape together, build a profile. I might even move to London.
London? London! You wouldn't last 5 minutes in London.
Yes, I would. And there'd be loads of rappers there too. And they'd support me more than you ever have.
Oh yeah? Well, why don't you just fuck off? Yeah? Get up!
Cause I can sense so many before we have stood here and gazed at this sea. All these rivers and tributaries that welcome with open arms by the sea. Can you sense how many before we have stood here and gazed at this sea? But now it seems that all my dreams are just drowning in the sea.
Oh yeah!
You know it's gonna be heavy.
Welcome to the Cypher.
Welcome to the Cypher.
Welcome to the Cypher. Baby, baby. come on in, forget your folks. We love your vibe and we love your jokes. You get women, get money, that's truthfully. You're now a bona fide member of our community.
See, you're in London and everyone is fam. Hip-hop generation, part of a bigger plan. I can see you are the prodigal son that had a vision. Bruv, you're the one.
Yes, bruv, your style just kills it. I'ma see you gonna spit that real shit.
So come on, country boy, bust a rhyme
It's the perfect
for
time.
you to get your shine. Come on now.
Baby, come on now.
Yeah, come on now.
Baby, come on now.
Yeah, come on now.
Come on now.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're the one.
So,
Okay.
baby.
Broken glass everywhere, piss heads in Cornwall, just don't care. I had to move out, I had no choice. I'm in London now, so make some noise.
Me, that was sick. Oh, you killed it, Bob.
Man, that's the one.
It's even better than my vision.
So I packed my bags, took what money I'd saved, found a house share on Gumtree, Hackney Central. Got on the train, and before I knew it, I'd arrived in London.
Big city, big smoke.
He just now
He
arrived.
went quickly, no joke.
It's a different vibe.
Will he find his success?
Or will he find the feet?
Me, you know we gotta
Find out next week.
Iconic Big Ben. No, I'm strong, keeping the time for so long. Known all the way from New York to Hong Kong. It's 2 o'clock. Bong, bong.
Everybody always gotta step within the tune. Every single station, people waiting, pushing through. 20p for the phone, mate. 50p for some food. Can't need a pound for the bus, nah, a travel card won't do.
We easily fill prisons all across the land, with ours in the sky, giving us a hand. I can see you, but you can't see me. I'm everywhere you look, CCTV.
Pack a little sack, try to mount me ass. She ain't having that, pick on another sack. Fly up in the air, drop shit on your hat. Fly down over there, pick on another sack. Ollie, 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 watch me flip this. Hope I don't flop and get a slip disc. Here on the South Bank, skaters pull sick tricks. Oh, check that girl there. Oh God, I'm gonna slip shit. That must have hurt. Just finished work. Out on the town, heels tights and short skirt. But who's this backpacker? Gawping in awe, looking like he's never seen a fit girl before.
Oh, it's my type of girl. I'd love to meet her. But it's hard to pull when you're a street sweeper. As a beef eater, I stand tall, but I can't move and I've got itchy balls. Big Ben again, keeping time tight. It's the big one. Midnight, bong, 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 bong.
Town to city, moonlight my time. Emerge from the dark, bushy-tailed and bright eyes. Weed, hybrid, mesh, what you want, what you don't stop. Get lost, you can't.
Fly with me, come fly with me. You're sure to be amazed. Wait, what are you looking at? You want some? You a guru or do ya? Your best one. McDonald's, Coca-Cola, TDK, Sanyo. All through the night you see my bright lights glow. Night buses rushing, people picking at their burgers. Staggering, pissed up, Piccadilly Circus.
What shit?
Excuse me, do you know where Shackleton Lane is? Yes, mate. It's just down here. You want me to show you? Yeah, it'd be great, thanks.
From his home by the sea to these council flats.
As predators lay wait on the taking that.
So what a place you can tell it as soon as he speaks.
Should I assume that he's doomed?
Find out next week!
You ain't from round here, are you, mate?
How'd you know?
Blatant. Need to hold it down a bit. Blend in and that.
Anyway, I'm Michael.
Darren.
Have you lived here long then, Darren?
Me, I've lived here since day.
No way. I just got it today as well.
Anyway, Shackleton Lane.
Thanks.
You are free now.
Ledley King has given the ball away. Tupelo there. It's Peter Crouch against his former club. Goal!
Hello? Can I help you at all?
Yes, it's Michael. I just got in touch about the flat share on Gumtree.
Oh, Michael! Lovely to meet you. The name's Quentin. Please, come on in. Can I get you any tea at all? Some lapsang souchong?
Just some ordinary tea would be lovely, thanks.
Don't do ordinary tea, Michael! Lapsang souchong?
That'd be fine, thanks.
You are calm and open to ideas.
Ray, the new boy. How you doing, mate?
Nice to meet you. My name's Michael.
Ryan, look, your room's gonna be upstairs, second on right, and
What's that?
Peter, our very own bass hunter, making some more of his shit music.
Sounds right to me.
Just wait till it's 5 in the morning.
Well, though I don't care much for Pete's music, it does have a certain visceral naivety. Brian wouldn't understand. He's a plumber. He may be able to plunge a sink, but can't plunge the depths of the human soul.
Why don't you just shut up? Anyway, Mark, what do you do for a living, mate?
Oh, right, well, I really want to be an MC.
It's country boy, hip hop struggle.
Whoa, me. When I hear this bass line through my headphones, I can feel my skull separating from my head. Michael, mate, you have got to come hear this. Yeah, mate, you just climb under the decks like this. Check this bit here. Sick, innit?
Are you a rapper?
No. I am a bass line technician.
When's the beat gonna kick in?
It don't need a beat. It's perfect the way it is. Forget drum and bass. Bass. Here, Markle, why don't you spit some into this?
Well, this is this new thing I've been working on. I don't know, Peter. Have you got anything with a bit more bounce in it?
Yeah. Alright. Forget baseline number 3021. What about baseline number 612? In mazes, trapped in mazes, I find feelings disconnect, can't even connect my mind to my body, feeling shoddy all of the time. I wanna be a prodigy of rhyme. Now I'm lost in this odyssey of my own making, alone waiting for the phone call to haul me to my own haven. Wait, that was dark.
Oh, no thanks. But thanks for this. It cheered me up a bit.
Just remember, mate.
Bass!
Will he find a job or is he done in London?
His flat crap more like a flat pack
Will he
dungeon.
survive or even thrive?
Or can he compete?
I don't know, bro. We gotta find out next week.
It's country boy, hip hop struggle.
Ladies and gentlemen, straight from his world tour, the man you've all been waiting for. Give it up for Country Boy! extra. Country boy, stack your riches. You ain't gonna be long washing dishes. You got skill, in time you will use it. You won't be plugging sick, you'll be plugging your music.
Oh, I like that, yeah, sick, plug. That's clever. Hey, check this, man. Country boy is a scary sick kid. Turn MC soft like fairy liquid. Water and salt, fingers getting wrinkles. It'll all change when you get your hit single.
Alright, yeah, but I'm better than that. Check it, man, I come through to lyrical power. Clean up the scene like J-Class and Scourers.
Oh, your lyric, they make my head dizzy. Oh, Michael's your boss, mate, you best look busy.
In mazes, trapped in mazes, I find this hatred enslaved him, pissed in the house, pissed on the couch, bathing and spit from his mouth until an altercation facing, right hook aiming, claiming a knockout with no sense of victory or pride. Quick dash, catch a train to the city, tried to find like minds who shine bright light through rhymes. Finished. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Safe, man.
Yes, Mark.
Alright, mate. Yeah, not bad. Finally, the artistic community I've been searching for.
It's MC lyrical told my nine is gonna make you duck. I'm UK, paid in pounds, I never made a buck. We put in work, cuz it ain't all about luck. Like a nun with a chastity belt, I don't give a
Smoothie D up in the cypher. Chatter shit verse no quick time knife. Yeah, enough respect, no one dead good. You're just a crap rap act. Shitwood.
Manager diss my arms, manager shit say they got arms. I got gone for my arms, I bet not even change your arms. If you come through, I'll murk you. Everybody ever on road, I'll murk you. If you wanna ever step through, I'll murk you. Blood, I'll murk you. Who's this here? Me. Why do you wanna do this? Man, I get a quick slap. Leona Lewis, crunk a fat spliff and get high and big. I get more gal than Ryan Giggs.
Ooh, how you gonna follow that?
Yeah, what's this you saying? Spit a verse, blood.
Your best 16.
Double time, you gotta hit the double time.
Will he take his time to shine and find the right rhyme?
Of course he will.
No, I don't know, he gotta look like he won't flow.
You think he's right?
I don't know, man.
He's gotta murk this beat.
Which way is it gonna go? Find out next week.
I don't rhyme.
20p for the phone, mate. Town to city.
What are you looking at?
Twist the sticky inky of the sickest damn song. Wanna make a hole in this city. Join the line.
Oh, check it out, mate. Remember it was all like... What changed it? It's now like... Sick, innit? Only took me 2 weeks.
Are you alright, Michael? No, not really. I met all these MCs on the street and it wasn't like I imagined it at all. They didn't make me feel welcome. Maybe London's not for me.
Oh, Michael, mate. There's this night of true school hip-hop. Open mic, graffiti, cyphers, b-boys, the whole lot. You might want to check it out.
True School Hip Hop, for real.
It's run by a guy called Dave.
Where is it? Dave who? Have you got his number?
I did have. I lost my phone in it. Can't remember his second name. But the night's definitely called. No wait, it's definitely called. Oh, it's gone. I know it takes place in West London. Or is it South?
So there's a night of True School Hip Hop. You can't remember its name, but it's run by a guy called John who lives in either West London or maybe South.
Oh, it's definitely West. I think.
I made it my mission to find this night. I stayed in 5 different hostels in West London, went in every bar and pub, every bus route, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So I started doing the same around South London. And South London is massive. So I started in Richmond, winding my way through Putney, Wandsworth, Battersea, got all the way to Stockwell. And that's when Peter called me.
Michael, mate, it's Peter. Been meaning to call you for a couple of days as it goes. Remember that night of True School Hip Hop? When it came back to me. Turns out it takes place in Hackney, round the corner from our gaff.
And there it was.
Mate, it's a joke how he choked this bloke he can't cope.
But now it's True School, truthfully he got
I
home.
get this hope in his sight with an open mic.
Will country boys step up? Find out next week.
Yes, people, you're in tune to lyrical dexterity, and I'm the one like MC Vibewire. So as we always do about this time, we're about to get into the open mic. So show your appreciation. First up,
Verbalicious D.
Yo, that ain't my tune. Stop that tune. Me, that ain't my tune. Stop that tune. Me, that ain't my tune. Alright, yo.
It's Janelle.
I leap over men who think they're better, but I drink, try press it with this jumper you can't sweater. Touch feminine, bringing that winning perfect pressure. For women up in Britain, I'm a real trendsetter.
Lyrical killer.
I slice off your head with my lyrical blade. While your blood's on the floor, I have a lyrical rave. Lyrically dance on your lyrical grave. I'm a lyrical killer, you're just a lyrical slave.
Paul Joseph.
Nobody likes me. I can see it in their faces. At school I was alone in all the 3-legged races. I don't even know why I came here tonight. I don't like hip hop.
Mother Earth.
my womb gives birth to life that seeps from ground into earthly heaven. I am Mother Earth.
Ivory Silk.
Don't you know that I love you, baby? When we're alone, you drive me crazy.
Technicality.
Ignite a way to fight a hype, the life, I light the types, a type of viper, twice a wider than the hyper Tony Tiger.
Country boy. Country boy up next.
Will he finally murk
How's
this?
this kid got purpose?
Or is he straight nervous?
I can't see.
Club's busy.
Will his style be unique?
Will he kill it?
Will he bring it?
Find out next week.
Great to be here. Thanks to all the performers who performed tonight. You've all been a real inspiration. I'd also like to give a shout out to all my flatmates who are here inside.
Can't believe they're playing my tune.
I can't believe you think art could be owned.
I can't believe either of you two left the flat.
I've got this new lyric. It's all about what's on my mind and that. I hope you like it.
In mazes, trapped in mazes, I find feelings disconnect, can't even connect my mind to my body. Feeling shoddy all of the time. I wanna be a prodigy of rhyme. Now I'm lost in this odyssey of my own making, alone waiting for the phone call to haul me to my own haven. As bombs drop non-stop and cause foreign devastation, I self-obsess, selfishly stress. Why am I complaining? More than just good, my childhood was amazing. Rock pools, arcades, summer sun blazing. Then autumn leaves leave us CB and B's vacant. Fishermen waiting with their hooks on the line. My dad took the bait, changing his state of mind. Disintegration. What's worse, ejaculation? You know what, DJ, you gotta stop the track, please. What's worse? My mum was my shining star, into a vortex taken. More vex scathing, hatred enslaved him. Pissed in the house, pissed on the couch, I'm bathing in spit from his mouth. Until an altercation facing, right hook aiming and claiming a knockout. With no sense of victory or pride, quick dash catch a train to the city try to find. Like minds who shine bright light through rhymes. In lyrical dexterity I've found my kind, and yet I pine for the sticks. Confined to these bricks and concrete, I can't beat time as it ticks. It's on me to untighten my lips and not be frightened or resigned to the slip into avoidance of these issues that are burning and that burden me. Who can raise their hand to say they lived their lives perfectly? My loss of family is damning me internally. And though we're still alive, all our demises are a certainty. No one lives eternally. So before I cast a finger, let me rub the mirror clearer and get nearer to me personally. Growing up, I was stuck in a bubble. I've never been a dad. I've never had that struggle. I'm picking up the rubble of a family that's broken, but the love is still there, even if it's unspoken. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Michael, country boy. It was the most amazing night. Since then, I've been going to lyrical dexterity for months, helping them run workshops in youth centres, even helping them market their events. One of my performances got filmed, put on YouTube, and it's already got 57 hits. Anyway, MC Vibe Wire Dave, he'd asked me to come on a nationwide tour with him. A month on the road, open mics in every village.
I'll keep creating, it's country boys. Hip hop struggle, it's country boys. Hip hop struggle, it's country boys. Hip hop struggle, yeah, it's country boys. Hip hop struggle.
Dad?
He killed it at the show.
Put it word
Now on tour.
on the way back to Cornwall.
Emotion is raw.
Is this happening for real?
Did his bad reach? Wow.
I don't know, but yo, we gotta find out right now.
Dad?
Alright, Michael.
What are you doing here, Dad?
Well, I saw your video on YouTube and I thought I'd come down and check it out.
Right. How you been?
Fine, thanks. And you?
Fine, thanks, yeah.
So, I wanted to ask you, you are staying in London then, or moving back home?
I don't know, to be honest, Dad. What with all the rural touring, I've been missing Bude loads. Look, I've just got to pack down. I'll be about half an hour. Do you fancy going for a drink?
I'm not drinking at the moment, Michael.
Oh, right. How about a bite to eat then?
Yeah, that would be grand.
Nice one, Dad. Me and my dad talked for hours that night. I've never been able to do that with him before. Normally after a show I lie in bed, but that night I went straight to sleep.
mosquito.